In this video, I will discuss how to use collections in our bean to inject it. We will inject Java collections in our bean using XML configuration. So for the example, I have created a class collection util and it has some collections property list, list of string, set of string and map with key integer and value string, Java properties and a list of object. I have created here book class and we will inject list of object here. So all these are the collections that we will see how to inject in our bean using XML configuration. So we have to approach either using property element or constructor arg. So constructor arg is used when we want to inject dependencies for the constructor parameters, and if you want to create object using default constructor, then you can use setter methods to inject the value in the properties. So let's see, I have created here two XML file 1 and 2. In one I will show you how to use property element, means bean will be instantiated using default constructor and we will set the value to the setters using property element. And in the second we will use constructor arg to create bean using this constructor. Okay, so all these are collections list, set, map, properties and list of objects. So let's see, here I am creating a bean. Okay, collection util is our bean. So the property first, this is my list, property name is my list. So I am using setter method, I am setting value using setter method, so need to use property element. So assign here name, as usual we do it, and in the place of value we have to create a list and assign it. Use a list element, okay, and inside list element create value element as many values as you want. So this is our list that contains two elements. It has two values. Okay. This value will be assigned to my list property as a list. Now let's see set. The difference is use set element, and to assign value use value element same. So in the list and set we have to just change the list element, use value element, and for the set use set element and assign each element using value element. These value will be set to the my set property. Look here, I have a property as my set. Okay, now let's see how to inject map. This is my map, and it has key as integer and value as a string. So use map element, and inside map element we have to use entry element, and entry element needs key and value attribute. This will create one entry for the map, and in this way create as many entry as you want. So for the map we have to use map element, for the set you have to use set element, for the list you have to use list element, and value use for value element, and in the case of map use entry element, and in entry use key and value attributes. Okay, now let's see Java properties. Java properties, how to inject Java util properties. I have a property field name as prop, my prop. So use prop, okay, element props. We have to use props element and make add value using prop element. Again, assign key here and value like this. Okay, use as many prop element as you want. So in this way, this will inject Java util properties to the myprop field. Now let's see. We have a list of object. Let's see how we will do it. First of all, I will create two bin, book 1 and book 2. These two bins are two objects basically with different value. I have book 1 with this value with book ID, book name like this one, and in the same way I have book 2 with some different value. These two values, book 1 and book 2, will be as an object of uh, book class. And now come to the book list. This is book list field. Use book list field, and then we know that for the list you have to use list element. Then use the list element, and instead of value use ref. Okay, same thing can also be used for if you want to create set for the set of objects, you can use ref here. Okay, so in this way we have injected list, set, map, props, and list of objects. Okay, now another thing I would like, let's test it once. Here I have just accessed them. This is bin name, and I am just accessing here list, set, map, prop, and list of objects. Okay, we can see all the values are printing here. So these values has been injected to our bin properties. Now I will test XML2. In XML2, everything is same, but instead of property element, I am using constructor arg, because now I want to instantiate bin using constructor with parameters. This is our constructor that have parameters: my list, my set, my map, my prop, book list. All are same. Just I am using constructor as a parameters. No change. Just in place of property element, use constructor arg element. Okay, and everything will be same. Here, look, use constructor arg, and your set will be created by set element, and the list will be created by list element. For the map, same constructor arg name, but list will be created using, but map will be created using map element, same as we have earlier discussed. In the same way, for prop, Only you have to change it as a constructor ARG element and everything will be same. This is the list of objects. Again, this is also same. Here book 1 and book 2 we have created already, and use ref to create the list of objects. Okay, so there is no difference between property element and constructor ARG. To inject, list, set, map, props or list of objects. Okay, let's test this also. What I have changed here, I have config to. Okay, running. So everything is fine. So in this way we can inject collections to our Spring Bean using XML configuration. Okay, thank you.